In this series, we explore the most influential decades within the last 200 years. This episode will analyse one of the most dynamic periods in modern history, the 1950s. The 50s was truly an incredible period of social, economic and technological change. Families were starting to own their own homes and technologies. The American dream was becoming a reality.
50s America saw the birth of the colour television. Now you could watch a programme and really enjoy it.
Mr. Lover, now Mr. Lover, girl. Mr. Lover, now Mr. Lover,
Pine cones.
she call me Mr. Boom.
But the 50s wasn't all about television. The Cold War had started and it was here to stay. America saw the birth of the atom bomb, ready to wipe us all away like dust in the wind.
Get low when the whistle go.
Russia and America were to stand off, both baring their teeth, hoping neither would fire their A-bomb. Einstein had a theory of mutual destruction, whereby if America and Russia fired their bombs, then both countries would be destroyed, thereby eliminating life as we know it.
But the 50s also saw the rise of social tensions. Young adults were flocking to the latest crazes, blues and swing, giving rise to the new and innovative rock and roll. One of the forerunners of this new style was a man named Elvis Presley.
With the rise to fame of Elvis Presley, rock and roll was now firmly within the public eye.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.
The youth revolution had started.
Here the king preaches to his flock. These people want to steal his trousers.
In 1928, Andy Warhol was born. He was a leading figure in the new pop art movement. He was to change the face of the 50s forever.
Warhol created some of the most controversial art of the time, such as soup cans and a banana.
The 1950s was about more than poodle skirts and rock and roll. America was the biggest military power in the world, and its economy was booming. Suburban life was good. Unfortunately, Russia wasn't doing too well.
Russia was becoming increasingly impoverished. More and more people were unable to feed their families. Starvation and death were rife. But not everybody was suffering. The state had more than enough money to make large sculptures in the style of socialist realism, and also had enough money for scientific developments, weapons and rockets.
7:28 p.m, October 4th, 1957, the Sputnik was launched. This spark marked the start of the space race. 12 years later, man would walk on the moon. During the 50s, the American government funded an expedition into the Himalayas in an attempt to find the abominable snowman. Unfortunately, this mission was not a success, and he has never been found. Out of the ruins of the war, two new architectural styles emerged, like majestic phoenixes. The first, meaning pure concrete, was brutalist. And with more glass and less concrete, mid-century modern. During the 50s, the hula hoop was invented. But not this kind of hula hoop, of course. No, the one you put around your waist.
Other innovations released at the time were Dr. Seuss books, the remote control, and the credit card. That concludes our voyage through the 1950s. We might have got a bit wet, but on the whole, we're fine.